Hello everyone, welcome back to our Fire Emblem Sacred Stones Randomizer Ironman, where we are in the first Ephraim chapter. And in this case, Ephraim is a knight who actually has an amount of speed, which is wonderful. And we are going to defeat Zanta. And let's just do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so those chests are in fact in his range. And in this case, Zanta is a monk with Purge. So we're probably going to have to eat some attacks if we want to take those chests. And that is fine with me because we have Orson here in order to take attacks. All right. So in the past few episodes, I've been talking about this map in particular being a bit of a bottleneck in the Randomizer Ironman. And the main idea behind that was that this map we're given entirely new units without any experience. So we gain 4 new units, one of them being the Lord unit, so if we lose them it's run over, and we have no idea what we are going to be expecting in this chapter in terms of enemy composition and a whole lot of other things. So due to that, it makes this chapter potentially very risky because, as you can see here, we have a boss with a long-range tome, which could, depending on the settings, potentially one-shot our Lord from halfway across the map. So to avoid situations like that, it is best to take this very slowly. And of course we get the crit when we could have left him with 1 HP. Alright, and just to make sure Orson doesn't unnecessarily die, we'll come up here and get rid of this archer. Now, ideally, we're gonna pump a lot of XP on Ephraim and Kyle and Ford, since, spoilers, if you aren't familiar, Orson betrays us later, so any experience on him is a little bit wasted. So it's best to prioritize the units that we'll be keeping throughout. You just have a Toxin Lance. But since keeping the run alive is more important, I'm going to be using Orson pretty freely throughout. I was gonna say what's been nice so far is Orson's had pretty garbage speed, so we've been able to pretty much attack freely and shuffle experience over to Ephraim. And getting poisoned here would just not be fun because it would just eat up a lot of HP, and we have very limited recovery items. Not that we have a staff user in the main party, but since you can't reliably get a staff user here in a randomizer with appropriate staffs, it is best to just not rely on it's best to be as careful as possible. Alright, we're probably gonna get poisoned, but we will roll with that. Alright, was not expecting the double, but it's better to not be poisoned, but in this case I figured we have enough healing items since we have 2 elixirs that we could very easily just roll with the punches and try and get some more level ups to help us down the road. Alright, and since both the units in there do not have weapons that can hurt Ephraim, we can very easily just stuff him at the corner of the door, and then let Orson eat all of the purge. Actually, we don't even necessarily have to let Orson eat all of the purge tomes, but it's probably going to be best if he does, just so we don't have to worry about it. And yeah, because he's got decent res. Let's see if we can get a level 1 forward. Alright, and then using the Canto ability is nice there, because then we can get Orson out of the way, and we are exactly 1 square out of the purge range, but out of the doorway, so that way we can attack both the soldier and the cavalier freely. Alright, and because we are already poisoned, we're only at 2 poison for this counter. Oh wait, Orson's a flying unit. I might be able to... The one thing that I did forget is now that if I can carry Ephraim with Orson, which I can, we actually can circumvent a large chunk of this map, which is wonderful. Does this guy still have the elixir? Okay, we might be going around, but we're still going to take the time to grab those items. because Orson, as a wyvern knight, can fly over the water. Alright, we're gonna drop steel lance, get the chest key, and you know what, we'll leave the horse slayer with Ephraim, just in case. Hand axe. Alright, that is... well, it's a weapon, and it's an item. And I completely forgot to do this chest key trade. And since Ephraim can recover the full 10, we can use the vulnerary. Alright, and then I guess Archer no counterattack gaming. Woohoo. Blue gem. Alright, that's pretty good. Devil Axe Pirate. Okay. What is his defense? Not wonderful. Alright. And the heavy spear for super effective against armored. Okay, at least there's not an armor slayer or anything right there. Okay, so there was the reference. Okay, so we are safe to go in land. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have to worry about the armor slayer because... I mean the heavy spear because longbows. Yeah, well, depending on map size, it is sometimes difficult to remember how all of the pieces, but we'll do what we can to keep marching forward as smoothly as possible. And to start this, we are actually, let's just see how much damage he does. 12 with no crit. Okay, that is wonderful. So we'll just have Orson wait here, and we'll get the ferry service online shortly. Alright, those are some good stats. So, just since Ford isn't normally, if we already have an archer, it might not be perfect to go and continue and try and to level up our archer. However, since Ford has pretty decent stats, I am going ahead and leveling him up a little bit anyway, because it might be useful just to have another unit with good stats available for use. Now here, I'm just kind of reconfiguring over so Ephraim has the slim lance for better accuracy, and then we'll have Orson come back here. Because this mercenary can't do any damage to Ephraim. And mercenaries are kind of dodgy, so that's why I wanted the slim lance equipped. Alright, reconfiguring. How far is the mage? Alright. Okay, so it's that one. Now, and also having the dancer makes this shuffle a lot easier. Yeah, Ephraim is exactly on the edge. And we'll just have Orson wait since rescuing halves speed. It might be nice to try and go over and get that the other elixir, but at the same time, it is not a necessary thing to go get. Let's just check this archer range. Okay. So Ephraim is one square off. Our dancer. And go there. That way we didn't accidentally get countered into the archer. Might have just aggroed that Myrmidon. Okay. And he has 5 crit. Oof. Yeah, theoretically I could run in there with Orson to try, which might be the safer option, except there's the double archers, so Orson probably isn't getting back out of there, so it's probably still safest just to just to eat the attacks and wait out the purge tome, even though there is the 5% chance to crit. there's not really much point in using a vulnerary, because if if we get crit, we're dying from full health anyway. So as long as Orson is able to take a single hit and no one else is in range, we should be a-okay to just keep sitting here and eating those purges. So even if Orson, if Orson takes this next one, we should be in the clear, because even if he crits on the last one, it is very unlikely that Ephraim is going to die. Alright, do I want to burn an nah, we'll wait till afterwards to burn the elixir. Alright, there we go. Alright, now his evasion is significantly higher, but he can't counterattack us. Let's see, how much work is it going to be? That's going to be a lot of work. Alright, slow and steady is working very well this map, especially since we were able to circumvent the top half and have a lot of enemies avoided. Okay, 6 res, that is pretty good. That's actually almost equivalent to Orson with 7. Alright, since he only has 11 attack, if you can't tell, I'm just breathing a huge sigh of relief that this map has gone very, very well for us. It has gone astoundingly well in terms of just keeping everybody safe and not dead. Now, since this guy only does 6, it's pretty safe to... Well, yeah, it's safe to bait both the mage and the monk in. And the thought process here is, if I take care of the mage, Orson and Ephraim can't be damaged by the monk. So even if the monk does go into two range, and Orson can't be hit by the archer, it's just very we don't take any damage. So clearing the mage out first, and then divvying the XP back to divvying the XP back to Ephraim and Ford is the plan, and we were able to just block out the monk. A larger YouTuber, Mecha, had a small video series called Anime Chess, which is really cool analysis of Fire Emblem just with larger, like just in the big picture. And I think that just thinking about Fire Emblem like Anime Chess in terms of like square occupation can be really useful for helping block out enemies and keep your weaker units, like dancers, safe. Alright, Ephraim is free to walk forward since neither archer has enough attack to break through his defense. So now all we need to do is walk Ephraim forward and take the throne. And since things have gone really well on this side, I am going to send Orson over to just grab the other elixir, just because it's convenient that it will be convenient to have. Yeah, and I guess for everyone's reference, in a normal Ironman, since even on hard mode, since this map is designed to be cleared without a healer, Ephraim, the two Cavaliers, and Orson generally would have a pretty easy and straightforward time cleaning up all of the enemies on the map. So it's really only in randomizers, like, it can be tedious in a traditional Iron Man, but it's really in randomizers, in my opinion, that this map is considerably more dangerous than in the main game. Alright, and now really we only need to use Orson if we can't hit Xanta because of the throne bonuses. But we should have enough accuracy and weapon durability that we can pretty much just obliterate his HP bar, especially since Ephraim's been getting a decent amount of skill on his level ups. And we're just going to turn off animations just because there's no counterattacks. We'll just keep this Yeah, as you can see, there's not a ton of accuracy, so we might have to have Orson come back with a steel lance and try and also help clean this out. Or I could give Orson the slim lance because that has more accuracy. Yeah, so here we are at a very boring end to an otherwise quite difficult map. Well, there we go. We'll take that slim lance back and we'll get out of here. Alright, there we go. Now we are going to go to the Fog of War map, the next map that I had considered a bottleneck. Oh, is this just a torch staff, or do they actually sell torches? No, I was hopeful that there would actually be a regular torch and not just the staff since we can't use it, but oh well. So next time we have the first Fog of War map, and we'll see if I walk Erica into pretty much her death. So thank you all for joining me, and we'll pick it up next time, and with hunting monsters in the dark. So thank you all very much. This is Mithril Turtle signing out, and we'll catch you in the next video.